Straight to the heart of today's top stories. Ukrainian President Zelensky welcomes the arrival of U.S. Abrams tanks, a significant boost to Ukraine's military. Meanwhile, Ukraine claims the commander of Russia's Black Sea Fleet, Admiral Viktor Sokolov, has been killed in a targeted attack in Sevastopol, though confirmation is pending. Russian forces continue their onslaught on Ukraine, with deadly strikes in the Kherson region and the port city of Odessa resulting in civilian casualties and severe infrastructural damage. In a new development, Russia seems to be instilling a pro-war ideology in its youth, turning playgrounds into parade grounds. Lastly, Russian officials report on Ukrainian drone attacks targeting Russian border regions and the occupied Crimean Peninsula. Indeed, a heated day on all fronts. Stay with us as we delve deeper into these stories. Hello there, listeners. This is your host, Emily.
And this is David joining her.
We're here daily on Hot Topic, bringing the most critical news directly to you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay updated. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into the hot topics. Let's get into the details now. Ukrainian President Zelensky has announced that United States Abrams tanks have reached Ukrainian soil and are being prepped to fortify the Ukrainian brigades. This is indeed a significant move in the ongoing conflict, showing the strengthening of alliances. In another development, Ukraine believes that the commander of Russia's Black Sea Fleet, Admiral Viktor Sokolov, was killed during an attack in Sevastopol. However, it's important to note that confirmation of this claim is yet to come. Turning our attention to the Kherson region, we learn that Russian strikes have claimed the lives of a 73-year-old man and a 70-year-old woman, a stark reminder of the tragic human cost of this conflict. It's clear that this situation is evolving rapidly, and we're committed to keeping you updated with the most relevant information. Stay tuned for more in-depth analysis. Now, focusing on the human cost of these conflicts, it's clear that no one is immune. In Berislav, 2 lives were lost when a housing complex was targeted, and several buildings, including a church, educational facility, and essential infrastructure were damaged. The head of the Kherson Region Military Administration reports that there were 87 attacks launched by Russian forces in the Kherson region just within the last day. This comes in the wake of continuous attacks on Sunday that also resulted in civilian casualties. Moving to Odessa, the Ukrainian port city, 2 deaths have been confirmed following Russia's overnight attack. This attack is considered by Kyiv as a pathetic attempt at retaliation following Ukraine's assault on the Russian Black Sea Fleet headquarters last Friday. An interesting hint here, or maybe I'm just reading too much into things.
Haha. You're not alone, but it's crucial to remember that speculation might lead to misinformation. We have to be responsible and stick to verified news, especially in such sensitive times.
Ukraine's military has accused Russia of violating international humanitarian law with its attack on Odessa. The assault, which targeted both troops and civilian infrastructure, has left roughly 1,000 consumers without electricity as per the country's energy minister. The attack also caused significant damage to a hotel and seaport. A granary was also damaged in the hypersonic missile strike. The defense forces reported that Russian forces employed an array of weaponry, including Iranian-made drones, hypersonic missiles, cruise missiles, and a submarine. Shifting gears, we'll now discuss a disturbing trend emerging out of Russia. From the Pacific to the Black Sea, children, from those in nursery up to older kids, are being militarized. These children are being taught how to march, dig trenches, throw grenades, and even shoot with real ammunition. Schools across the country are glorifying service in the armed forces, forming voluntary companies of teenagers, and changing the national curriculum to stress the defense of the motherland. The invasion of Ukraine has only intensified this militarization, a trend driven not by patriotism but by the government in Moscow. Stay tuned as we continue to cover these developing stories and provide you with the most recent information. In Russia, the investment in the militarization of children is significant. Education Minister Sergei Kravtsov recently reported about 10,000 so-called military patriotic clubs operating in schools and colleges. 250,000 people are said to be participating in their activities. These clubs, along with mandatory classes on military patriotic values and updated history books highlighting Russian military triumphs, are part of a comprehensive effort to instill a pro-war ideology in the youth. Over in Ukraine, drones are being employed for offensive actions against Russian border regions and the occupied Crimean Peninsula, according to Russian officials. Regions targeted include Bryansk, where 2 drones were reportedly shot down, Kursk, where an administrative building and several homes were damaged, and Crimea, where 4 drones were destroyed over the northwestern part of the Black Sea. These recent developments accentuate the escalating tension and complexity of the situation on the ground. As we continue to closely monitor these events, we remain committed to bringing you the most current and thorough information. Do stay with us for more updates. We appreciate you all for tuning into Hot Topic today. We delved deep into some of the most pressing news topics, and it's been a pleasure sharing these moments with you. Remember to subscribe and activate notifications so you never miss the chance to stay informed. Your support truly means the world to us. Spread the word about our podcast on WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, or even during your dinner table conversations and outings with friends. If you enjoyed the episode, don't hesitate to drop a comment.
And don't you dare miss our next episode. Keep it locked here, we're delivering fresh insights every single day. And trust me, we've got some riveting stories lined up.
Once again, thanks for being a part of our growing community. We can't wait to share more with you in the next episode. David and Emily, stay in the loop, keep your eyes on the news, our channel's content will amuse.